the signature you signed on the other ace. So after you sign the card, we're going to pick a break of the top 2 cards like that. Now we're going to extend our hand, ask people to touch the ink, touch the signature, make sure it's dry. We're spectator touching the ink, we're going to retrieve the corner by putting this Sharpie away. So we put this Sharpie in the pocket. At the same time, we'll steal the corner out from the pocket and keep that in the finger palm like this. Now let me show you how to finger palm. You're going to keep the corner in this position of your middle finger and curve your fingers like that. So your flash of your fingers will catch the corner and you can keep your hand in a very natural position like this. At the same time, you still retain the corner in your hand. With the corner inside your hand, we're going to perform a double lift, like that. Once you turn the card over, we're going to use the fingers to cover the torn corner, and use your thumb to hold the corner inside your finger palm. So use your fingertips to slide the top card out, like that. And we're going to put the rest of the cards inside your pocket. Now with the cover of 4 fingers, we're going to use the other hand to grip on the torn card and pinch on the corner at the same time. Now we're going to slide everything to the fingertips. Now we're going to pretend, we're going to fake a tear. We're going to pretend we're tearing the card. So we're going to just tear from the top, slowly like that. And when you reach to the end of the tear, you're going to grip both the corner and the torn card with your middle finger, your thumb, or index finger and your thumb. Pinch it hard. We're going to use the other hand to just pull it backwards and make a little sound. And people, it's nice convincer. The corner is really torn from the card, like that. Now we're going to turn the torn card face down like this, which is their selection, and we'll place the ace of hearts, the corner, on top of that. Now at this moment, your spectator holding a card like this, and you're holding a card like that. So what you do is we're going to slowly switch the corners like that. And we say, oh, it's not impressive, right? However, the magic part is the rest of the cards switch the places and the corner match with the card. And we're expected to turn the card over and match with their card. At this point, you can hand out the corners and the torn cards for examination. This is such an impossible moment. You don't want to rush it, you want to milk it down. Let the spectator to piece everything back. I hope you have a lot of fun with it and get some amazing reactions. Why don't you take any card you like, just touch one. Touch one, this one, all right? Remember the card, right? Remember the card, remember the card. It's very important you remember your card, right? So now, I'll leave it somewhere in the middle. If I snap my finger, your card will jump on top. Yeah, see? You jump on top already. This is your card? 4 hearts. No? Really? Okay, 2 hands. So like this, put the one hand on top, like this. Let me try again, okay? You know what? Just tell me your card. What's your card? 5 hearts, 5 hearts. Touch this. It's a 3, right? It's touch this. That's 3. Okay, take another few. All right, you know what? Let me fix this, all right? Let me see. Just look at this. Hold this in your hand, hold this. Check this out, watch. Let me fix this. I never failed this trick. Just open your hand, watch. There you go, yeah, take it.
Oh, yeah. Two, they changed 2.
Go ahead. Let's say your cards.
What? Nothing.
Let me show you something very fun. Just point out one finger and touch any card you like. This one, perfect. Now, have a look at the card. Take the card and show to your friend, show to everyone. Perfect. Let me see the card. The 5 hearts is a very nice card. I'm just gonna leave your card somewhere in the middle for now. All you need to do is slide my finger and your card jump on top of the deck. Wait a second, this is another card, right? Can you have your hand real quick? Just hold the 4 in your hands. Let me try to fix this. 3 hearts, just touch the middle. Can you feel it? Perfect. Let me see what I can do. So do me a favor, keep your eyes on the heart in the middle. Slowly to move it like that. So hold this in your hand. Now let me have the 4. When take the heart, just throw back inside. So change into the 5. This effect allows you to visually remove a pip from a card and throw that pip back inside another card. And you can show your hands very clean and hand them the changed card immediately for examination. And this is a very fun effect to do. Let's get into how to prepare for this effect. To prepare for this effect, you will need a couple cards. We're going to need those cards. Find them out from a deck of cards. 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts, okay? We're going to leave them aside for now. We're going to prepare the gimmick. Find out any card with a heart shape on there. Take a pair of scissors. You're going to slowly trim off one heart, right? So now let me just do a quick one for you like that. So you know what I'm talking about. Just slowly trim one off like this. And you can take more time to trim like really beautiful one. Right, so slowly trim it off like that. And of course, you don't need to use the hearts. You can use diamonds or spades or even clubs. But for my presentation, I like to use hearts, so I use this as a explanation purpose. So there you go. It wasn't really perfect, but if you take more time, you'll make a really perfect heart shape. So there's one I made beautifully earlier like that. So this is what you got. Now you're gonna flip the heart shape like this. And you're going to take one magnet, take a little bit super glue, and just a little bit drop on top of the back of the heart shape. Okay, now you're going to take this magnet and push against the super glue. So you stick on the top of the heart shape like that. And push it down and let it dry. Be aware this is super glue, so you may want to use a pair of scissors to push it down, or even use a Sharpie to push it down. Now after you've done that, we're going to take a Sharpie, we're going to mark all the area in black like that. Because we're going to vanish this pip in the end, so you don't want those red areas to flash. After you color the heart shape, it's going to look like something like this. Okay? Now, we're going to take another piece of magnet and we can just throw it on top. You'll immediately attract each other like that. At this moment, we're going to take a little bit of wax and place the wax on top of the magnet. Like that. So this is your finished product like this. So you can separate two magnets, and one of them has the wax on top and the other one is on the back of the heart shape. Now we're going to take all the 4 cards back and we'll take out the 2 of hearts. What we do is we're going to try to put this on top of the 2 of hearts and make sure it looks exactly like 3 of hearts. So place it in the good position we want. Okay, now take the magnets and put this behind the 2 of hearts. What this does is lock this heart into the position. So on the back, you got the magnets has a wax on top. Over here, you got the heart with the magnets on the back of that, so it doesn't move. Now we're going to take a deck back. We're going to place the 3 of hearts on the bottom, take a 2 of hearts on top of 3 of hearts, and take any other card. We're going to bend the middle section like that, so create a U shape. So when you put this card on top, this wax is not going to contact with the top card like that. So everything goes to the bottom of the deck. Now for the 4 and 5 hearts, we're going to place a 4 face down on the top of the deck and place any other card on the top of the 4 and place the 5 hearts on top of that. So now we have the 4 hearts followed by any other cards, and in the end we place the 5 hearts on top of the deck. Now you're ready to perform this effect. The next step in the presentation, we're going to force spectator to pick the 5 hearts. We're going to create an illusion they have free choice. We're going to use the other hand to take the 5 hearts in the hand like that and run through the rest of the cards like this. So in your hands, we have the 5 hearts underneath the spread. And now we're going to ask spectator to pick any card they like. So spectator touch a card, We're gonna square everything up. We're gonna feed all the cards into a gap between the 5 hearts and spread. So everything go inside the gap like that. So we have 5 hearts on the bottom of the deck. Now we're gonna show them this is gonna be your card. And my thumb push everything away. My middle finger and my fingertips is contact with the 5 hearts. Slowly pull the 5 hearts out like that. And we're gonna hand this card to spectator and ask them to show the card to everyone. While spectator showing the card to everyone, we are going to turn over the top card like that. And remember to tilt the card face to yourself so people won't see the top card. Now we're going to take the card from spectator and add the 5 cards on the top of this card. It's going to look like that. Okay, now we're going to pick a brick. We're going to count down 2 cards and put a little finger in there. Now we're going to do a double lift, pinch over the 2 cards, so slowly slide like that and close it as a door. We're going to take the top card, which is not 5 hearts, but audience believe there's a 5 hearts. But place this in the middle of the deck and just push it all the way in and square the deck like that. Now what we do is we're going to pick another break of the top 2 cards like that. We're going to snap the finger, tell your audience, I'm going to bring your card from the middle to the top of the deck. Now we're going to do a double lift, slide over, and show them this is going to be your card. Now you're going to act you failed the trick. So you say, oh, wait a second, this is not your card, right? Now we're going to ask their hand. We're going to do another double lift. So we're going to hand them the card, which is ready for 5 hearts, but your audience think it's 4 hearts. So you place this card in their hand. Now you're going to say, let me fix this. So what you do is we're going to separate the bottom 2 cards and bring them to the top of the deck like that. In slow motion, you are going to separate the bottom 2 cards away from the bent card. So it's going to look like that. You just bring the 2 cards to the top of the deck like that. Square everything up. Tilt this to yourself so people won't see the magnets on top. Now do a break off the top 2 cards. Now what you do is do a double lift and keep the break. Keep a big break so the wax doesn't contact with the next card on top of the deck. You're going to show them this is not your card either. And you're going to ask them to touch the hearts like that. It's very important your audience get touched through your hearts. Now we're going to perform another double lift like that. So hold 2 cards as one, slowly turn over. Once you turn over the card, put your finger cover the magnets and pick everything up and take away from the deck. Now you can put the rest of the deck inside your pocket. Now with your finger cover this magnet, you're going to turn the card face to yourself. And now you're going to make sure the hearts, double check and make sure the hearts is aligned with other hearts like that. Now when you double check it's right, what you do is slowly turn the card over like that. While you're turning the card over, use the fingertips to cover the 2 pips so people don't see the number of the card. So when you hold the card like this, people still believe this is your hearts. Now what you do is extend your index finger and contact with the pips of the card. And on the bottom and on the back of the card, we're going to use the thumbnail to contact with the wax to steal the magnets away. So this is what happened here. Just slowly touch and you can get the magnets away from the card. Now this pip is free to move now. So just slowly move it like that. Once the heart is getting close to the edge of the card, we are going to pivot the card like that. Show them it's changed to 2 and take the heart away. Now we just took the card away from the card and people see the number changed to 2. Now we hand the 2 hearts to a spectator. Now we're going to position this heart shape in this fashion. We're holding the bottom of the heart shape close to the thumbnail and the top of the heart close to the fingertips of your index finger. So it's going to look like this. Now we're going to take the 5 back, which they believe is still the 4 hearts. And for explanation purpose, I'm going to just lower down my hands so you can see. Now we're going to use the big motion, throwing the pips back inside the card to cover the small motion, which is vanish these pips by moving your index finger backwards. Now we're going to use the bottom of the heart as a pivot point and use your index finger to swing the heart back on the magnet. It's gonna look like this, slowly back. This is what happens in slow motion. Now we're gonna cover this small motion with a big motion through the pips into the card. So it's gonna look like this in slow motion. And back out like that, and show your hands empty. Now in the real time, it's gonna look like this. Take the heart, throw on there, and turn the card over, and give them the card for examination. So your hands are completely clean. While expecting the tracking on the card, what you do is just slowly peel this off and put this inside your pocket. Because there are no heat on you, all the people's attention is on the 5 hearts, because they will try to move this heart, but it doesn't move. It is a fun and visual way to transfer a pip from one card to the other. However, when you perform this effect, make sure there's no one behind your back, so you do not flash the gimmick. Also be aware of your surroundings. Do not perform this in windy situations. It's a very good effect for TV and close-up situation. Once you get deck prepared, you are ready to kill. You know, in the card game, we never use Joker, right?
No.
We never use Joker. That's why I'll take this out, so you'll never pick this card.
Okay, I'll never pick the Joker.
Take any card you like.
I feel like a king.
Feel like a king. Cool. It's a spade, right? So, okay, now check this out, right? So, just push it in.
Push this in?
Yeah, check this out. Watch. Turn over the first one.
Naughty card.
Whoa! Oh! Oh my god!
She never put a Joker in the deck.
What is going on?
She never look at the first card. First card, yeah. Snap your finger. First one.
What?
What?
Take it off, take it off. Is this your card? Yeah, you pick this one, right?
Oh my god!
Now in a moment, I will ask you to take any card you like. However, don't pick the Joker, because Joker is a wild card. For now, I'm just gonna leave this on my mouse. Do me a favor, take any card you like to pull one card out. Go ahead. Perfect. 3 of clubs. It's very important that you can still see your card. Yes? Can you see it? Just push it back inside. Just take all the cards in your hand. Have a look at the first one. To take a card, your card just magically appear in. The whole effect is done by sleight of hands, so grab yourself a deck of cards, let's get started. Okay, for my presentation, I like to spread the cards and show them all the cards look different. I'll point out the Joker is a wild card. I don't want them to pick the Joker, so I put this Joker on my mouse. But for explanation purpose, I'm just gonna leave this to the side of the table. But for you at home, you should put the Joker on your mouse. Now, we're gonna spread the cards, ask the spectator to pick any card they like. They can pull out any card, right, like that. The card can be signed. So at this moment, we're going to place a card, take the card back from spectator and place it face up on the deck of the cards. And at this moment, we're going to pick a brick on the bottom card. So we're going to do that by squeeze the card, the whole deck, with your thumb and the index finger. Now you're going to push down your index finger on the corner, squeeze down like that, so you can bend the card like that way. So what this does is open a gap between the bottom card and the whole deck of cards. Now what you do is insert your little finger into the gap, and while you square everything up like that. So now you will have a break between the bottom card and the rest of the deck. And what you do is use the flash of your little finger and put that in between the gap like that. All right. Now at this moment, we're going to transfer the whole deck from the mechanic grip to the overhand grip like this. So you're holding the whole deck